Create a long video on the topic, Nigeria versus Angola, who wins the crude oil war, looking at the historical stories, corruption, and propsect. This is more than a game, Nigeria's crude war. With Angola, what if I told you the most important oil war in Africa isn't fought with weapons, but with a football? When Nigeria and Angola clash on the pitch, it's not just for goals. It's for billions in oil revenue. This is the story of how a football rivalry mirrors a battle in the global economy, where every kick is a move in a high-stakes game for crude supremacy. Introduction. Two giants, one prize. On the continent of Africa, Nigeria and Angola stand as titans. They're two football-obsessed powerhouses, with legacies written in dramatic goals and last-minute heroics. But their rivalry runs much deeper than the pitch. These two nations are also giants in the global energy market, both blessed with the black gold that powers our world. First, you have Nigeria, the giant of Africa. It boasts a massive, if sometimes unpredictable, oil output that hovers around 1.4 to 1.5 million barrels per day. Its national team, the Super Eagles, are three-time African champions, a team that always carries the hopes of over 200 million people on its shoulders. Then there's Angola, a nation forged in the fire of a long civil war. Its identity is tied to its resilience. On the field, the Palancas Negras are known for their grit, for their ability to punch above their weight. And in the economic arena, Angola is a major oil player, producing around 1.1 to 1.2 million barrels daily. More importantly, it's making strategic moves set to redefine the continent's entire energy landscape. Both nations are key members of OPEC, the organization that controls the pulse of global oil. They fight for the same customers, the same investments, and the same influence. This isn't just a game. It's a battle for economic dominance, and the football pitch is its most passionate stage. Part 1. The War for Black Gold. To really feel the tension on the field, you first have to understand the war being fought in boardrooms and on trading floors. For decades, Nigeria and Angola built their economies on one thing: crude oil. It has funded their governments, built their cities, and shaped their destinies. It has also made them bitter rivals. That rivalry got a lot more intense after the American shale boom. For years, the U.S. was a top customer for both Nigerian and Angolan crude. But as America started producing its own oil, its imports didn't just drop, they cratered. This forced both nations to pivot and compete head-to-head for new markets, especially in Asia, turning them into direct rivals for contracts worth billions. While Nigeria has always been the bigger producer, it's long struggled with a strange paradox, exporting nearly all of its crude oil while importing almost all of its refined fuels like gasoline. This dependency made its economy vulnerable to global price swings. The massive Dangote refinery is Nigeria's high-stakes answer to this problem, a colossal project designed to finally bring energy independence home. But while Nigeria was planning its game-changing move, Angola was already playing a different, quieter game. While it also exports most of its crude, Angola has been methodically building its own refining capacity. After some delays, its new Cabinda refinery is slated to begin commercial operations in mid-2026. While its initial 30,000 barrels per day will only cover a fraction of the country's needs, a second phase is already planned to double that. And that's not all. Angola has announced ambitious plans for even larger refineries in Soyo and Lobito. This isn't just about self-sufficiency, it's a direct play for regional dominance. By becoming a hub for refined fuels, Angola wants to supply its neighbors, rewriting Africa's energy map and challenging Nigeria's long-held title as the continent's energy king. This economic chess match is the silent backdrop to every encounter. It's a battle of infrastructure versus sheer volume, of careful planning versus raw potential. It's a contest where one nation's gain is very often the other's loss. Part 2. The War on the Pitch. This economic war isn't just fought with oil tankers, it's fought on the football pitch. The rivalry between Nigeria's Super Eagles and Angola's Palancas Negras is raw, intense, and deeply personal. The rivalry's most tragic moment came on August 12, 1988. During a World Cup qualifier in Lagos, Nigerian midfielder Samuel Akwaraji, a brilliant law student and one of the nation's brightest stars, collapsed on the field. He died from heart failure, a national tragedy that forever linked the two teams in sorrow and intensity. Nigeria won the match, but the victory felt empty, completely overshadowed by the loss of a hero. The rivalry found a new edge in the 21st century. The defining chapter was written during the qualifiers for the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Nigeria, with its galaxy of stars like JJ Okocha, was the overwhelming favorite. Angola was the underdog. In the first leg in Luanda, Angola shocked the continent with a 1-0 victory, which remains their last win against Nigeria. The stage was set for a dramatic finale in Kano, Nigeria. The Super Eagles needed a win to book their ticket to Germany. An early Okocha free kick gave Nigeria the lead, but Angola fought back, scoring a crucial equalizer. The match ended 1-1. Though they finished with equal points, Angola qualified for its first-ever World Cup on the head-to-head rule. For Nigeria, it was a national humiliation. For Angola, it was a historic triumph that announced their arrival on the world stage. In recent years, Nigeria has looked to even the score. At the 2018 African Nations Championship, Nigeria's home-based squad, the Chan Eagles, knocked out Angola 2-1 in a tense quarter-final. Their most recent high-stakes meeting was in the quarter-finals of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria, built on a defense that had conceded just one goal all tournament, faced an Angolan side that had been scoring for fun. In a tight physical battle, it was Nigeria's Ademola Lookman who found the net, securing a 1-0 win and a small measure of revenge. These matches are never just about football. They are about pride, history, and settling old scores. Part 3, where the pitch meets the pump. This is where the two wars become one. Every tackle isn't just for the ball, it's for a billion-dollar contract. Every goal isn't just a point on the board, it's a victory in the global energy market. A football match doesn't directly change oil prices, but the symbolism is impossible to ignore. The national mood and confidence that come from sporting success are deeply tied to the economic goals of both nations. Think about that 2006 World Cup qualification. Angola's incredible football victory came as the country was rebuilding from war and trying to establish itself as a serious oil player. Qualifying for the World Cup sent a powerful message to the world and to investors. Angola is here, we are resilient, and we are open for business. That moment of national pride perfectly mirrored its rising economic confidence. On the flip side, Nigeria's failure to qualify was a massive blow to the national psyche. It happened during a period of ongoing struggles in its oil sector, problems with infrastructure, security, and a failure to consistently meet its OPEC quotas. The loss on the pitch felt like a painful reflection of the nation's broader fight to live up to its own immense potential. The rivalry becomes a proxy war for something much bigger. When the Super Eagles win, it reinforces Nigeria's self-image as the giant of Africa. When the Palancas Negras pull off an upset, it's a win for a nation determined to carve out its own destiny. In countries where so much of the economic fate is tied to the price of a single commodity, football offers a different kind of currency: pride. It's a way to project strength and ambition on a global stage. This is why, when Nigeria and Angola play, the stakes feel impossibly high. It's more than a scoreline. It's about who's rising, who's leading, and who will define the future. Conclusion: more than a game. So you have a war on two fronts. One is a game of barrels, pipelines, and market share, a strategic fight for economic supremacy. Nigeria has the raw volume and a massive new refinery that could change everything. Angola, on the other hand, is playing a quieter, smarter game of steady growth and regional partnerships that's already showing results. The other front is fought on the grass, with a ball and 22 players. It's a war of passion, history, and national identity. Here, recent history has favored Nigeria, with the Super Eagles getting the upper hand in crucial knockout games. But in this rivalry, no victory is ever final. Just as an underdog can win on the pitch, a strategic shift in the energy market can change a nation's fortunes overnight. The battle between the Super Eagles and the Palancas Negras is more than a football match. It's the story of two African giants locked in a dance of competition and ambition, where every victory, in the stadium or on the stock market, sends ripples across the globe. It is and always will be more than a game. What other football rivalries do you think are really about something bigger? Is there a derby in your country that reflects a deeper political or economic struggle? Let us know in the comments below.